NHTLM, I'm Narcissists, hey, they love me. Listen, y'all, I'm gonna put this video out here for Big Brandon, right? Big Brandon passed the night before Thanksgiving. All right, he passed that evening-ish, night-ish, something like that, before Thanksgiving. And the reason why I'm bringing Big Brandon up, he a real big guy, real big heart. I met Big Brandon through the narc. All right, I met Big Brandon through the narc. And Big Brandon would be at the narcs every beck and call, helping her out in whatever way that he could. He's a mechanic, right? He was a mechanic. He ran his own shop over there on South Side in Jackson. He ran his own shop. So he didn't work for anybody. And he also lived in his shop, right? He had his living room area. He had his kitchen. He had his bathroom, his bedroom. He lived in his shop. So oftentimes when I would get, me and the narc was having our ups and downs and things like that, the best place to run was to Big Brandon, right? To Big Brandon's shop. Because Big Brandon knew the narc better than I knew the narc, okay? The narc and Big Brandon had grown up together. They know each other's kids and their kids know them kids and the mamas know the mamas and this kind of thing. So the best place for me to go over and express myself, because I couldn't do it with the narc and in front of the narc, was to go and do it with Big Brandon. Now, one time I think Big Brandon did cross me, but I didn't charge it to his heart. I didn't charge it to his heart because at that time I was new to the narcissist life. And I was new to Big Brandon too. So I knew that Big Brandon was going to 9 times out of 10 either accept the narc story or he was going to question some things. And if he did question some things, he was going to do it face to face with me. And that's what he did. If he had questions, he did it face to face with me. Right? But Big Brandon cut the narc off way before I did. And me and Big Brandon used to hang out. We used to go out and have a good old time. When me and that narc had it rough, we used to hang out and have a good old time. But the point of this video is people can go over and beyond for the narc. Somebody that's toxic like that, you can go over and beyond for them. You can always be there for them. And they still gonna cut you off. So you might as well beat them to the punch. All right. Now, she cut Big Brandon off. Big Brandon never asked her to do anything for him. But she had her list of things to do that he had to do for her. And oftentimes he would do it. But it came a time to where he stopped coming around as much. I was staying with the narc. He stopped coming around as much. And when I would go over there and see him, he'd say, "Show, I don't have time for that. Show, you need to let that go." And I would be there trying to hold on and hold on and hold on to hope. And I didn't even have half as much history with that narc that he did. And he still got cut off. That's the point of this video. He got cut off and he ended up passing. And where's the narc? Huh? What is the narc doing? Rest in peace to Big Brandon. Rest in peace. Rest his soul, God. Rest his soul. The narc just moved on and kept going like nothing happened. This is what I'm telling you guys. If people are not willing to put in work so that you guys can remain friends and keep a friendship, because it's not just one-sided. It wasn't on Big Brandon to convince her that the friendship is worth keeping. It's a two-way street. If he can't convince, then that's when she steps in and convinces. But then she felt like because he disagreed and he wasn't all the way, there at her every single beck and call over time, that he had to be cut off. That's how far they'll go to accommodate their needs. They will cut you off, and if you die the next day, they won't even care. They won't even care. It'll be like, okay, yeah, we lost another one. Okay, that's normal. No. When people have been there for you and have gone out of their way for you, you have to take care of those people. Those are the people that's not busy standing around telling you that they care, but they showing you that they care. That's what Big Brandon did. He showed us. He didn't just show her. He showed us that he cared. That's why I felt so comfortable talking to him. I felt so comfortable. And then even after he went no contact with the narc, me and him still kept in touch because our friendship was not built on the narc. So whenever he called me and I called him, we were not on the phone discussing the narc. So you will have some people that are coming your path that do have you good at heart, but you have to be able to discern who's who. And you deal accordingly. You act accordingly. Rest in heaven to Big Brandon. I'm still waiting on them to put the funeral arrangements up so, I can go in and pay my respect. But I just want you guys to know it's no issue so big to where you can't call. See, this is how the narc is. They hold grudges. And they hold them for such a long period of time to where they shortchange themselves, to where they come up short. They come up assed out. And then they get to looking around as if everybody else is in the wrong. No, you're in the wrong. Because these people have not stood around and told you that they have your back. They just showed you that they had your back. And I told y'all in the earlier videos, one of my earlier videos, how to leave a narcissist or whatever. This is not show and tell. This is show and prove. We are only concerned about consistent change behavior, good behavior. That is it. We don't bank on words. We don't care about words. Again, I'm Narc. Say they love me. If you like the content, if you found this helpful, and I'm just voicing my feelings, and I'm just venting. If you would allow, all right. If you would allow, I'm just voicing my feelings. Big Brandon had a heart made of gold. Now, I did say he crossed me one time because I know that he did call me late one night. I believe it was the night with me and that narc, she put her hands on me in the driveway. He called me. And at that time, I didn't know him like that. So I was wondering, why did you call me at such a time? Okay? At such an awkward time. How did you know to call me? Because you didn't call me. You haven't been calling me, so how did you know to call me? And I really do believe that narc was on three-way with him when I was telling him what happened. But I'm not going to charge that to his heart because over time, he started to see the games. He started to see the games and he started telling me to leave. All right. So this is when I say every person that they're around, everybody in their corner, yeah, they think that these people have a specific role, but at the same time, these people have a mind of their own too. So it's not going to be all the time that they side with the narc, and that's why the narc does not trust all of their quote-unquote flying monkeys and enablers. All right? But it's nothing so great and it's nothing so bad to where you can't call somebody, that person that you disagree with, and say, look, we are better than this. We are bigger than this. And I know you said this and I said that. And take accountability. The narc was not trying to do that. As soon as Brandon cut her off, she cut him off. And that was it. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but if you have a heart and you have a conscience, then you'll know that people that really mean good by you and have your best interest at heart, they're going to look out for you. And that's what Big Brandon did for her. And that's what Big Brandon did for me too. So rest in peace to Big Brandon. And I love you, Brandon. And listen. I'll never, ever forget Big Brandon, man. That's my big dog. I'll never forget my big dog. All right? So I hope y'all learned something from this, all right? Everybody does not have their good at heart. I mean, not good at heart, but everybody is not always against you. You know, you have to sometimes learn people and get to know them over, you know, on a certain level. I knew Big Brandon for about, what, four years. I met Brandon right after I met the narc. Like a couple of days after I met the narc, I met Brandon. And he had not changed. He had never changed. He had always stood on his square, in that square business. And I love him for that. And God rest his soul, all right? God rest his soul. All right, y'all take care of yourselves. I hope y'all didn't mind me venting to y'all, all right? I hope you learned something from this. All right, this is real life for me, all right? Peace, love, and light, and I love you. Peace.